Hey, how's it going, everyone? My name is Jesse, and this is the Auditorium. I react to video game music for the first time as a musician myself, and today's a bit of a three-in-one video. We'll explain just a bit. This is Shin Megami Tensei V. I'm not sure if these are Vengeance specific, so I'm just gonna call them Vengeance or SMT5. We are listening to Battle Beelzebub. I'll explain that in a second, and then two songs that I don't know the title of. This might be confusing if this is your first time watching. Let me explain very quickly. So I'm currently playing this game right now. I am in I don't even know where I'm in the game. I'm in after Shakan, can't remember, Taito. Right, that's where I'm at in the game, right? So I'm currently playing it, and I'm getting these songs like drip fed to me before I encounter them. Well, unfortunately for me, that I didn't know that Beelzebub was requested, and I encountered this boss. So full transparency, I'll leave like a little footage of when I encountered Beelzebub, but it's now been like over 24 hours since that happened. I kind of don't remember what it sounds like, and I just remember it being like funky and cool. So it's not a 100% reaction, but at least I can like fully now listen to it, if that makes any sense. And then the other two, I have no idea where they're at or what they're called. So since I accidentally heard Beelzebub, then I'm going to fully hear it now. I think that makes sense. So I'll leave in the pinned comment like where I actually encounter the boss. And to be honest, the reason I can't remember any of it is because one, it was a hard ass boss, and two, I just befriended a green phallic thing, and it's a lot going on in SMT all the time. So I just remember it as being funky. Long intro, but I just wanted to be fully transparent that I have technically heard this, but my first time hearing it all the way properly. This is Beelzebub. I know for sure this is a boss fight. It's against a giant bug. Okay, requested by Stuckboy and Raidu. Thank you for listening. All right, Battle Beelzebub. I just remember being like cool, I'm gonna hold my thoughts till later. I'm not gonna say anything until after the song. Let me give it its flowers. This is like let's say a 50% reaction. I don't know who the composer is. Oh, this is from the Atlas Sound Team channel, by the way. Was it Beelzebub? I might be saying it wrong. I'm looking up how to say it. Beelzebub. Lord of the Flies. I'm glad I still did this though. You have to understand, like, when you're in the middle of a fight, you got a live chat going, a lot of details get missed. I'm over here trying to not get pummeled by what was it? I think I was like 10 levels under this thing. I kind of want to watch my VOD back and see if I'm grooving or not, because in my head I was just like, I could see this being like intro music for a wrestler or something. But there's one specific thing it reminds me of. So I'm just gonna say Beelzebub for the remainder of the episode. Hopefully it's right. Okay. Well, I'm glad I heard it properly now. So yeah, unfortunately, like I said, I wasn't like. The only thing I can really be told is like, hey, you know, listen to it soon, but you know, for sake of spoilers, I can't know exactly where it's gonna play. But I'm so glad I heard it because now I can like properly like just listen to it for the first time. And so yeah, I was right. I definitely had like this cool feeling, and now I immediately remembered what I said about it when I first heard it, and that I had a very there's two things that come to mind immediately, and they're both Sega, which is kind of fitting for our list. But Sonic, I don't know what Sonic song it's reminding me of, but it's reminding me of a Sonic song from the first two games. I think it's from Sonic 2. I can't remember, but it just has like a Sonic feel. Boom, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And then also just that kind of that bass line that's, you know, really just groovy and hard hitting. But also there's a song from Shinobi, Return of the Ninja Master, that has this borderline kind of like hip hop sound. Let me find what it's called. Actually, I can just look it up right now. And that was on my mind. Luckily, it's right here. Is it Trap Boogie? Let me listen to this real quick. No, it's not Trap Boogie. It's Shinobi Walk. Yeah, it's Shinobi Walk. So it reminded me of that. You know, I remember that. So this is odd because this is like extremely rare on the channel to have some context. You know, I don't know the full context. I just know, you know, first of all, it's rare that I play a game that's here on the auditorium listening to its music, but also actively playing it. And in this case, I just experienced it kind of. So it's an open world game, right? So it's not linear in any way. You can't just decide what you want to. Well, let me rephrase that. You can decide whatever you want. And this boss was just scattered somewhere that I had ended up going to. And you can see it in the WOD anyways. And when I got to this fight, I was like, oh, cool. You know, I'm just like gigantic fly looking thing. And it destroyed me. As of right now, I haven't beaten it yet. I think I've tried it twice. But also it's like 10 levels above me. And the next time I hear this song, I'll actually be trying it again. So it's going to be interesting. So this is all like a rare thing, right? So I'm aware that it's a huge fly. When I was looking up the pronunciation of it, I was seeing that it was not only the Lord of the Flies, but also referred to as the Devil. So I don't know, like how far deep this name. I've seen this name before. I even said it when I was streaming. I was like, I've seen the name Beelzebub somewhere. It's been around for a long time, but not only that is I feel like I've seen it also in SMT related stuff. But I could just be, you know, imagining things. But either way, song is super dope. Sorry I didn't get to get like the full new experience, but at least I got to finally hear it now properly. And man, that's good. That's really, really good. We're going to move on to the next songs. Great song, dude. These next two songs, I have no idea what they are. No song title, no context. But let's go. This is the next song from Shin Megami Tensei V. I think Vengeance. Let's go. Just want to be fully transparent anytime, you know, I'm not going to be like, oh my god, I've never heard that before. Okay. Kind of the same flavor almost. Sounds kind of weird though. It feels like the soundtrack is getting more experimental as the story progresses. And more electronic. Oh. We've hit a crossroads and we went this way. There's those demonic voices again. I have never once caught a single lyric in SMT. I don't know if they're actually saying anything. Or if it's just gibberish. Oh, this song it's only been almost 2 minutes and it's gone so many rhythmic avenues. It's like we have a staggering piano and then the drums are doing one thing and the bass is doing another. Ugh, this is chaotic. Another change. Has a bit of a metallic sound too. Well, this is exciting because I know it's coming up. I don't know when it's coming up, but it's coming up. Dude. There's just so much rhythmic things happening. I'm so glad I got into this series. The soundtrack is so unique and it's just like such a big factor into the game. This is cool because it's reminiscent of the area I'm in. These like, I just don't know if it's in that area or in the next area. You know what I mean? But there's a similar in the dot ueno song. Oh, that's so sick. Dude, this is one of the most like the word that just comes to mind is poly. Polyrhythms, poly everything. There's just so much. And the whole soundtrack, this might be one of the most poly type of, what's the word I'm thinking of? Is there like a whole word that encapsulates poly? Whoa. Okay. Well, for sure that has to be a boss fight. These I don't know, right? I have no idea. But I've been playing the game now for 100 hours. 105 hours or something like that. So I would say there's like a bit of an understanding of, you know, what's happening, what plays during what. Although at first, before I got into the game, there was a confusion on whether it's like an area theme or a boss theme because it's all over the place. It's starting to make a little bit more sense now, and clearly, well, I say clearly, but with SMT, still everything is kind of unpredictable, just like their fights. You can be totally fine, then it's over. So, but there's like a hard-hitting nature to the boss fights. And that can mean boss fight or like a sub-boss. Just any sort of conflict has a bit of a oomph to it. Whether that's the rock and grungier stuff, or this more like electronic, kind of more beat stuff, which I'm getting more lately in the. It seems like the latter half, the latter half of the game is more electronic and more beats, right? Acid Rush is one of them. This one, the song we just heard, Beelzebub, Beelzebub. It's too many letters in that word, but oh, I can't wait to see what that is or who that is for. You know, it's definitely unique. I haven't heard that one yet, so there's definitely some songs that get reused for like sub bosses and stuff, but this sounds like a unique boss. I'm trying to predict who, but I have no idea, because it could be a fight in UNO or it could be a fight in, you know, whatever I haven't seen yet. But it does have kind of the elements of UNO in there with the That was cool though. It had a very metallic sound, but a very unorthodox and worrying sound. You know, the song kind of gave me like very confident and arrogant. And the only reason I'm saying that is because this is a guess. And the only reason it's a guess is the only thing I know for sure that is coming, and that is Odin. I don't know when I fight Odin, but I think it's soon. Because right now, to give you an idea, the next story beat for me is finding 3 keys. Yeah, I'm finding 3 keys, and Beelzebub has one of them. And at some point, Odin is going to be in the mix. And I don't know, I'm trying to think of like maybe this belongs to Odin or something, but who knows. We have one more song. It's exciting. I like not knowing. This is the last song of the video. No title, nothing. Let's go. Oh, dude, yeah, they're cranking out the keyboards here. I love this game, by the way. I'm always playing it. Almost daily. Ooh. There's so many odd time signatures in this game. It's constantly confused headbanging, you know? Cross stick. That's when they put the hand over the snare and just... It's starting to sound more club music as the game goes on. Seriously. Put this in a DJ set, no one's gonna notice. Again, more of this poly stuff. There's like 4 things happening, going in different directions. And it's not even lasting too long in one spot. This is crazy. These last 2 songs, they feel kind of related, but I don't know. What the hell? Every time I think it's going somewhere, it changes. I love this soundtrack. I love not being able to predict where it's going. The drums sound fantastic. Synths sound fantastic. The vocals sound fantastic. The crazy rhythms again. You know what's weird? This game doesn't have... No, this game doesn't have like phases of boss fights. Like the song doesn't ever change during a boss fight. But this sounds sort of like the phase 2 of the last one. If there ever was to have one, it would feel like these two. These last two. That would actually be really cool. If they do SMT6. I would love to hear what a phase sounds like. Dude, how do you write this stuff? This is like... It's like a blend of like 2000s... You know, that whole millennium sci-fi sound with like modern... I don't know, dude. I'm gonna hear this part back. Oh, I can't slow it down though. It's not on YouTube, so I can't slow it down. Can I slow it down? No. That last part we just heard, I wanted to hear that slow because there's like 5 things happening. Well, this is also for sure a boss fight. Yeah, this is just an exciting, like... Sorry, the only thing that was going through my mind this whole video was just this unique aspect of it all, you know, playing it currently in the midst of it all, so, you know, it's not completely foreign. I'm just like, oh, okay, I can see that, or I'm trying to guess where it goes here, 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 or, you know, like there's just a lot in my brain, but also hearing 3 like bangers back to back. The last 2 definitely had a very similar feeling though. You know, and it's just like, oh, it's eating away at me because they both don't have song names. I'm staring right at it. Like, for example, right now I just see 9B and 10. You know, that's obviously, it has nothing to do with it. It's just the order I'm listening to them. The only thing I can really think is, like, honestly, just excitement. Because they're coming up soon. At some point. In the next, I don't know, week or 2. And that's exciting. You know, it's like... a preview, but I know that when I'm playing that, hearing these songs is a task within itself because I want to jam out. But every time I'm in a boss fight in Shin Megami Tensei V, I feel like I cannot make any mistake. I have to make sure I'm reading correctly or I'm going to lose a turn. So it's just like, yeah, this is sick, but hold on, you know, I gotta like focus on the task at hand, and so I can't wait to hear those, obviously. But I'm imagining already just how difficult these are going to be. You know, what preparations I have to make, and if you haven't watched my playthrough at all, I'm going with the whole like chaotic nature of it. I haven't really mentioned that before. Well, I haven't said that's why, but people, you know, have asked me like how I'm approaching the game. But basically, what I'm doing is like, in simple terms, I'm kind of just raw dogging it. You know, I don't really prepare for fights unless I've died to them a lot. Like after maybe 3 deaths, I'll be like, okay, let me change it up a bit or something. But I like to just kind of like here, I like to go in blind. I just pick a random party. You know, I know a boss is coming. The game is pretty obvious when a boss is coming. Either someone will call you young man and tell you, hey, or, you know, the game is it's pretty obvious to me. It feels like, hey, boss fight, you know. So, you know, mentally I'm preparing, but like, you know, I just go with whatever I have. Sometimes I ask the chat, hey, pick a party member for me, you know, I don't care. And then when I finish this game, I'm going back to the original game for the first time. And that is going to be interesting because I'm going to have all this knowledge of vengeance. But, you know, I've already decided that game is going to be like even more chaotic because I'm going to choose demons that I've never even picked before. So it's going to be like a whole new, you know, everything I'm familiar with is going to go out the window besides move names and how it works. So yeah, like the whole chaotic nature of it all is just I wanted to stay in theme with the game, like how anything, you know, this game, honestly, I don't want to like focus too much on the game, but it is a game I'm playing, so I really love the balance of it. It's kind of very honest with you and very straightforward. That you never really truly, at least yet, don't feel super overpowered. At least not with bosses. Random encounters, maybe. But with bosses, you always have to worry about Almighty. You always have to worry about ailments, agility, missing stuff, right? There's a lot that can always go wrong. And you never really truly, at least right now, feel like I can just blow through like any boss fight. They all require some sort of strategy. And there's so many boss fights that it just keeps you like so entertained. I don't know how to explain it. It just feels balanced, you know what I mean? Having Almighty there, having you have to go out of your way to either spend money or find really cool essences to get element resistance. You know what I mean? Like you can go all full element resistance, but still, you know, at the cost of, you know what. So I don't know, I'm just saying, I just really like the balance of it. The whole game is super fun, dude. I love its exploration. I love how it rewards you for exploring, how it rewards you for side quests, how you can reallocate your stat points. It's just a super good time. It's an amazing RPG. So having this kind of soundtrack to go alongside with it, I don't know, I guess I'm just really happy at the end of the day. Even if I've heard a little bit of Beelzebub and all that, this game is amazing. I really love this game, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be like my game of the year this year. So just no big deal. Either way, thanks to Stuck Boy, and sorry if I heard Beelzebub, but at least we can tackle him next time. And thanks to Raidu for also the other songs, and I can't wait to hear those wherever they are. That's it. There's still more SMT5 songs. Not too many left because I feel like we're approaching near the end of the game, but yeah. If you want to see the playthrough, it's right here. Jesse's VODs. Thank you for your patience, and sorry that I heard a little bit of it. I played too much, basically. Thank you to everyone you see on screen. I couldn't be here without them. Thanks to you for watching. My name is Jesse in the auditorium. Later.